Well, the early reaction from the legal team is it's very good for us. So you can expect, essentially, just to build on what Hallie's saying, they are prepared to take a major victory lap here at the White House within the president's legal team. They were sort of weighing a number of different scenarios, this scenario being, politically speaking, the strongest one, arguably, for President Trump. And so I think you're going to see that expressed. I know that they had sort of thought through some early reaction, but clearly they're trying to determine exactly what that victory lap is going to look like when they put pen to pad. Just to set the scene here at the White House, Hallie standing outside, I'm inside, just had a chance to run upstairs where all of the White House officials, the press staff works. They are all huddled in Press Secretary Sarah Sanders' office right now, likely trying to determine next steps and what the official reaction, official statement is going to be here from the White House. Not clear that Sarah's in that office right now, because I know she was traveling with the president. But bottom line, they are hashing through what their reaction is going to be here. And again, President Trump set to land here at the White House in just a short time from now, Katie. He usually does not talk when he returns home from the weekend. I think you might see him sort of break that streak and come and speak with us. We'll have to wait and see. But I would anticipate he's going to want to weigh in. And again, he does have that campaign rally a little bit later on this week. So undoubtedly, he's going to be using this. Look, I spoke to Steve Bannon earlier today, who said he's prepared to weaponize the Mueller report. What that really tells us is that among the president's staunchest supporters, they were calling this a victory even before we knew the details. So now they sort of have some meat on the bones to back it up.
And does this now mean the president can use this to convince others that might have been on the fence about him, might not have enjoyed this investigation, might have had questions surrounding this investigation, to say, hey, listen, I was right, it was a hoax, I am the victim here, you should vote for me? Does he use that as a way to broaden his appeal? That is still an open question. Sarah Sanders has just released a statement while you were on with us, Kristen. She says the special counsel did not find any collusion and did not find any obstruction. Although the special counsel did not find obstruction, that was what AG Barr and Rod Rosenstein found. Attorney General Barr and Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein further determined there was no obstruction. The findings of the Department of Justice are a total and complete exoneration of the President of the United States. Number one, the special counsel did not find collusion. Sarah Sanders is right to say that. She is not right to say that they did not find any obstruction. They left that question explicitly up to both William Barr and Rod Rosenstein, and William Barr and Rosenstein determined that there was no obstruction. She says it is a total and complete exoneration of the president. The Mueller summary, according to Bill Barr, says while the president did not commit a crime, it does not exonerate him. That was expressly said in that letter. So even in circumstances where the news is good for them, they have to be incorrect. So that's consistent, I guess, with this White House.
Well, and Katie, that's why you are going to see such a pitched battle to get the actual report. Jerry Nadler earlier today on Meet the Press said essentially arguing that some of the documents are protected by executive privilege isn't an argument because they've already been subjected to this investigation. So you're going to see Democrats really push to try to see the entire report by special counsel Robert Mueller. Now, undoubtedly, what I think you might see also is a desire by the White House and some others for the entire report to not be released, at least publicly. And they point to, ironically, the case of Hillary Clinton. They say, look, in the case of Hillary Clinton, you essentially had James Comey saying she didn't cross any legal lines, but here are all of the things she did that showed misjudgment. They say they don't want to see a repeat of that. They also point out that they were critical of how he handled that matter at the time, Katie.
But Kristen, I don't understand. Even on a good day where the news is good for them, they still insist on lying. They still put out incorrect statements. Why in the world would Sarah Huckabee Sanders want to cloud what happened today with this summary, cloud the good news of it, by putting out a statement that's full of two factual errors?
Well, she's seizing upon the final conclusion by
from
the
Bill
Attorney
Barr
General.
And Rosenstein,
and
not
I think
from Mueller.
And by the way, when we hear from President Trump, it's a little bit of a preview, right,
Yeah.
of how they are going to spin. Not unusual for White House's administrations to do that, but these findings. And so I think when we hear from President Trump, whether that's today, whether that's a little bit later on this week, I think you're getting a good preview of what he is going to say. But make no doubt about it, again, and I keep going back to this, even Nikki Haley earlier today, before we knew the full results of what Barr was going to say, was essentially saying it's time to move on. There are no more indictments. And so you put all of these things together, and politically speaking, this is a very good day for President Trump, and they're going to be spiking the football today and right through Election Day, likely, Katie.
Yes, again, although I don't think we can call it spin. I think that is lying.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.